Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and today's recipe is a single glass of lemonade. Forget making a whole pitcher. If you make a single glass of lemonade, you can make a fresh one every day. I'm going to make this recipe with a simple syrup, which is just sugar and water. It's so easy to simple sugar recipe you can have on hand all the time, so it's quick to the finish line for your fresh glass of lemonade. Luukmonde sponsored this video with this really amazing citrus juicer, and it's the best one I've ever used, so I'm going to explain more about that throughout the recipe. Let's get started. The recipe is 2 cups of water, and I'm using filtered water. And that's going to be poured right into a saucepan, and we're going to turn it on high. And to that, we're going to add 1.5 cups of regular sugar. We're going to stir it up. That sugar is going to dissolve in there. We're going to set our timer for 10 minutes and bring it to a boil and let it boil for the remainder of the time. On my clock, it took 3 minutes to get to that boil. So let it go. So it's time to get our lemon juice ready. Since the coronavirus, I've made a homemade glass of lemonade every day. I have this tree in my backyard. In fact, I have a lot of citrus trees. So I go down and I pick a few lemons at a time, so I have a supply. Today in my counter, I've got a little bit of everything from my garden. And I'm going to tell you how much vitamin C is in each of them, because that's a good factoid I think you should know. Here I am picking my tangerines. I make pixie quarantinis with them. They're like a lemon drop, except they're made with pixie tangerines. They're my favorite tangerine. They come in all sizes, from teensy weensy to the kind that's a normal tangerine. I'm a nut about citrus in my yard. I even have this grapefruit tree, and there I picked a couple of grapefruits. I had the yellow one. Well, that's just not quite ripe. I finally found the one that was really ripe, and I got that one. So an average tangerine, and this is an average size for tangerine, has 23 milligrams of vitamin C. An orange, on the other hand, has 50 milligrams of vitamin C. Well, that kind of makes sense, since the orange is a little bit bigger than the tangerine. Now, what would you say to a grapefruit? What is your guess of how many milligrams a grapefruit has? It's bigger than the orange or tangerine. Please enter your guess now before we give it away. If you guessed more than an orange, you'd be wrong. A grapefruit has about the same amount of vitamin C as a tangerine. Go figure. I don't know how that happened. And we really are going to get to our lemonade recipe, but these are important facts to know in life. Whereas Mr. Lemon has less than a tangerine at 30 milligrams of vitamin C. It's done. So we're going to turn this off, because if we forget and run away and take a phone call or something, this will turn into brick hard candy. Nope. Off she goes. Let our simple sugar cool. So let that simple syrup cool, and let's get to juicing. So plug in your Luukmonde citrus juicer and get your lemon on. It has 2 directions, so every time you pick it up, it'll go the other way. Check that out, because that's how you're going to get all that juice taken out of your lemon. Time for the other side. And reverse. Forward. And reverse. Done, chum. And in 15 seconds with very light pressure, it's all done. It didn't take any of my elbow grease. I'm not a very strong person, so I like that. This is not a workout to be able to squeeze my lemons and get all that juice. If I had hand squeezed that lemon, I would have had to deal with, what's that, 20 seeds? There's so many seeds here. That always makes for the worst sip of my lemonade when I get a seed and I get it stuck in my teeth. All the pulp is here with all the great juice down there. You can simply rinse it clean, and you don't even have to put soap on it, because it has so much citric acid, nothing is going to grow on that. It's going to be bacteria-free. Or you can also just stick it in your dishwasher. Either one is fine. So let's fill our glass up with ice. The Luukmonde has an extra large container for volume, so I could have done a ton of oranges and orange juice or lemons. The Luukmonde has an extra large volume and has 1.2 liters it can hold. To take it off, you just twist it and up it goes. And 1 average lemon is just about 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And I know that because I'm a cook. You may not have known that little factoid. This video is just full of them. So our recipe is 1/4 cup of lemon juice, freshly squeezed. And now it's time for our simple syrup with 3 tablespoons simple syrup, because I like my lemonade a bit on the sweet side, with 1/2 cup of water, or thereabouts to your liking. And give it a stir. And go in deep because the sugar is heavy and it will go down to the bottom of your glass. Take it from me, I know this. And I'm going to garnish my glass. But no seats allowed. Bing. Time for the sip. Perfection. Yum. That is so terrific. It is perfectly sweet and perfectly tart all at the same time. That's my very favorite recipe. I store my simple sugar in any glass container and it's going to go in the fridge. And I always do this over a paper towel because I always seem to make a little bit of a mess. And put a lid on it. Sugar is really inexpensive, but you never want a lemonade with the granules of sugar in it. That's why I suggest you make your simple sugar, because cold ice will not dissolve your sugar. That's why you have this always in your fridge. And on hot summer days, you want to make a quick glass of lemonade, and Luukmonde has a perfect juicer. And it comes with a small juicer for limes and small lemons, and my teensy tangerines, and large size for my grapefruits and large oranges and large lemons like I get. The plastic pieces are non-BPA and it complies with FDA regulations. And the small size fits right over the stem to juice, or use the larger size over the small one. It snaps right into place for your large citrus. And the motor is strong, and in no time at all, with its 2 directions, you get all the juice out of your citrus. That just took a couple of seconds. And the large pieces of pulp stays on the juicer, while the juice inside has the drinkable pulp. Everything is delicious. The Luukmonde is the #1 selling juicer on Amazon for good reason. It's got a unique design. It's got a more powerful motor and a professionally designed gear and large stable base that's stainless steel. That's just beautiful. And there's no swagging while it's juicing your citrus. And there's also a clear LED light that goes on and off. When you're juicing, it goes on. When you're not juicing, it goes off. And it has a nice plastic lid to go over the cones when you're not using it. It has 2 sizes of cones. One is small for limes, small lemons, and small tangerines. And the other cone is large for grapefruits and large oranges and large lemons like I get off my tree. Let me demonstrate how to put this together, starting with that strong, sturdy base with the stainless steel trim. And then that clear jug that goes on top, right over the stem. It snaps in place. Then goes the filter, and then goes your cones. Small first, and then large. And a beautiful plastic top for storage. I hope you've enjoyed my lemonade by the glass recipe. Make sure you put a comment below on a citrus recipe you want me to make, because I love this thing. I hope you like this video, so click the like if you do. And then ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's all keep making great recipes in life, like a glass of fresh lemonade every day. Time for a union break. Yum. If you like this video, I think you're going to like these recipes too over here.